Morning. Well, afternoon actually, because it's overslept a bit, mind you. I didn't go to sleep, so goodness knows what. Not often. I have a lot of things on me. Not a lot of things on my mind. Just thinking about what I'm doing, where I'm going with this. I'm kind of stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. It's now what are we on here? Second. What are we on Thursday? Oh, second. Forgetting what day it is. And I'm kind of pondering what kind of move I want to make on this. Because I always have a lot to say. But when I get in a situation where I've got a I'm not in an actual situation, like I'm sat in front of this now, but I'm quite self-conscious when it comes to things like this. I've never really liked pictures and things like that, but so it kind of contradicts what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is find a direction to move in. I've done loads of research. I love to research. I do as much research about things as I can. I always like to study what other people think about things, study things in history, in the media, as in the mainstream media. I've said, I think when I first started putting my little blogs on here, I'm not going to get political. I don't want to be. It's not a political type of channel that I want to make. There's thousands on YouTube, and there's every coverage. To be honest with you, it gets on my nerves. All that. It's overload with it. There's a lot of people who walk around. There's these guys that go round. And no disrespect to them. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody at all. This is my I'm self-aware and I'm conscious of the fact that I wouldn't want to disrespect what anybody does. And what I'm trying to say is the things that I'm looking at and the things that I've studied and the things that I'm interested in, everybody's doing. You know, it's being done. I'm not saying being done to death, because these people have got, some of them have got millions of followers and people viewing them. So obviously, you know, I'm not I'm not even going down that road either. So they all have one thing in common. So fair to say, they all make content about things that they're interested in, and clearly the things that they're interested in, the successful ones, are getting followed by people that are interested in the same type of things, which is people like myself, which is a kind of a vicious circle, which takes me back to square one again, because I want to try and do something that's unique. What is there that's unique out there that I'm interested in, that's not being done already? So I'm kind of going round and round and round in circles with my own ideas. Clearly everything I've posted up to now is more or less from where I'm sat, and I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be a mixture of things. I want to do things like, I've been looking the last couple of days with the weather being as it is, and I'm in the northwest of England, so obviously in this area at the moment there's been a lot of flooding, there's been a lot of coverage about the flooding, etc. And again, it's not, I wouldn't really want to go outside and get my feet wet. You know, I don't really like getting my feet wet on a good day, never mind in the flood, you know. So it's not something I'd really want to do, so I wouldn't really want to do that. People do stuff about car meets. Cam, to me, it's great. I love motor cars, I love bikes, I love anything. I love it. I don't like the electric stuff. I've got to say that now, and that's not a political statement. It's nothing to do with, you've got to do it. Don't even go down that road. I like diesel. Anything diesel is my passion. Maybe I could look more towards that. Not a lot of people do diesel, so to speak. So yeah, there you go. You see, that's given me an idea. I've got pen and paper there. I should write it down. But yeah, it just comes naturally to me that I can go on, and I do, obviously. But from being a kid, my father, and my grandfather, they had black cabs, the proper taxis with the diesel engines mainly, and I grew up with, and it's got to be that. It's just the noise, the clatter, the smell, the oil, the grease. So yeah, mainly, like with my motorbikes, I prefer two strokes, which have got, obviously, you've got oil mixing with petrol, etc, etc. So, that's my passion. That's the thing that I like to look at, talk about, get involved with. So that that's my kind of passion. And as I mentioned before, I'm trying to get a bit of a trip going over to Germany. I like going over there. I like looking around at all the sites, especially obviously around the places where I like to go mainly. Which is the Nürburgring. It seems a bit one dimensional. I know there are a lot of other places that you can visit, but the passion about that is the fact that someone can just turn up, like myself, in their own car, as long as it's obviously reasonable, it's got to be in obviously roadworthy condition, and you can go around the track and go as fast as you want, and if you want to wreck it, it's your business, as opposed to people doing it on public roads, which again is a little bit contradictory in these teeth, I've had them about 2 years now and they're absolute crap. Anyway, I'm not taking them out, not now. They're like stars, these teeth. They come out at night. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again. Let me just click this again because I don't know what I'm doing here. So get some music on. Totally lost what I was saying, honestly, totally gone on to one of my tangents and totally lost what I was saying. What was I talking about then? Somebody will have to message me or something and remind me. Anyway, I was saying about contradictory. Yeah, you can get in your whatever, and you can 150 mile an hour, 200 mile an hour if you want, max it down the autobahn, which is again something that I like to look at and something that I like to follow. I follow quite a few of the guys on YouTube that like to go maxing out with different types of cars, some of the followers' cars, some of their own cars. I don't want to mention the YouTubers because I don't want to, I'm not, it's not a name drop thing that I'm doing. It's just an observational thing that I'm doing to try and give myself ideas and things that I want to do. And these guys, but again, that's what I'm interested in. So I look, and they're very, very successful, and they're unbelievable. The productions, the format, the presentation. I mean, these guys could make television programs. They're unbelievable. They are just, and the knowledge. And about even, you know, they just, I'd take me out off, well, I would take me out off to them, but it's a bit, as we say, it's a bit parky up here in the northwest of England at the moment. Frost on the car, and I just looked out. Luckily, I'm in a position at the moment which is fantastic. This is another reason why I can sit here and ramble, because rambling is something I do pretty good. I've got to say, you know, I've got to give myself a pat on the back for rambling. That is one thing I can really do, is ramble. Once I get my teeth into something. Yeah. Since I'm not working, oh my goodness, this is, the mindset I'm in at the moment is just, it's like, I won't say a weight, but all the things you do in your life, and you've got working, there's nothing wrong with working, you know. I've blown my own trumpet a lot about working. And I will blow my own trumpet a lot about working. I don't, you know, I've done 42 years, you know. If I'd have committed a quadruple murder, I'd probably been out halfway through the sentence. But I'm proud of it, and I do blow my own trumpet on that. I am proud of it. 42 years is pretty phenomenal. 27 years in manufacturing, and 16 or 17 or 15 anyway. My maths is useless, man maths, that's what they call it. In retail, which again, the retail that I did, I loved it. I loved working in retail. I worked for a company that, I worked for Alfred's. There's no clues around it. I'm not dropping anyone in the soup on my by saying that. I worked for Alfred's and I loved most of it. I loved most of it. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying there about content, etc, etc. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of it more research. I've been looking through a few of the, see, there's a lot of AI now as well. To me, I'm not really, it's not, for me, it's not that, I don't see the point in that. I mean, I know sometimes you get things to help you. You get things to make you, you know, to make it easier for you to actually produce your own actual content on whatever subject you sorry, just bear with me. So I'm just putting a bit of background on it. I don't know I know there's copyrights and stuff like that, so I don't want to infringe anybody. So I'm just putting one of my records on. Let me just lean over to the record player. Oh! See what I mean now? Next gone now. Oh. Anyway, I did it. I set it on auto, so I put another record on for me. It's the old style one, you know, that drops down. No one will get that at all. The records are made out of plastic, and they've got hole in the middle, and you slot them on a they call it a record player. I mean, it's a strange thing really, which was quite good. That's what they call a stylus on it. It's the speakers and the sound comes out, which has been lovingly produced by, it's another thing I like, listening to me soul music, lovingly produced by these people. Anyway, that's another thing that I could waffle about. For some reason my glasses are starting to get steamed up, getting all hot and bothered. Yeah, so again, getting back to I'm just plodding on through it, to be honest. I could do all sorts of stuff. I don't want to just sit here and talk a load of nonsense for the rest of my days. Like I was just saying a minute ago there, I'm in a good place. It's not what you think actually, I was just cleaning my glasses. I'm in a good place. And I can either pursue it or I don't have to pursue it. I can either put stuff on or I don't have to put stuff on. Obviously, if I was going to make I'm not even going to say success of it, because just sitting here talking to me is a success. You know, just sitting here rambling is successful to me. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna have a little more research, watch a few more YouTubers, do myself something to eat. Oh, that's another thing I like as well. Yeah, I like doing a little bit of what do they call it? What's it called? What's it called? Where you phone up, Deliveroo and all that. Because I'm lazy, if you believe that. Right, I'm going to cut you loose. I've done more than enough of a ramble on here. I'm nearly 16 minutes. So, that's more than enough of a ramble. Did I say it's what did I start off on today? I think it's the 2nd today. Yeah, it's the 2nd of January, 2025. Right. Give me some feedback. If anybody's watching, I've only got one whatever. I've got an extra subscriber. Got 3 now. I know who 2 of them are, so one of them's a mystery subscriber. So all 3 of you, really appreciate. I do, honestly, and I mean that, because at least I know there's 3 people. It might drop off, they might not bother. Say I only had one watcher, I think, yesterday. So do whatever you do on YouTube or whatever you're watching me on. I haven't got a clue what I'm on here. And click it, I don't know, flick it, lick it, roll it. I don't know what you do with it, but do whatever it is. Thanks a lot. I'll speak to you soon. Ta-ra.